I warn you, I did my math. A trip down memory lane thing. At 70 years old, 1 minute per year, that's going to be 70 minutes overtime. How about half a minute per year? That's 35 minutes. Do the math. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to talk about from my childhood, when I started school, then when I started work, and what I'm doing today. I'm going to chop it up into 3 parts because that's what my gurus in Toastmasters taught me, right? Stick to 3. All right. I'm complying. Now, for those of you who haven't met me before, this is what I do. There, if you can see the screen, I'm a live talk show broadcaster. Who would have known that that's what I would end up being? Because from 1st grade to 6th grade, I didn't talk. Was I shy? No, I had other issues. Remember my story once upon a time? I had skin asthma so bad, I had polka dots all over that you could connect the dots. So just keep this in mind. Fear of public speaking is not about fear of speaking as far as I'm concerned. It's fear of not being good enough. In my case, I was kind of an ugly kid, right? So I could say I was a pretty kid, pretty ugly. But when I do editing, right? So I can just say, as an editor, I can choose what I edit. I edit the ugly and I'll just put on bold pretty. But I should have known. It's so funny. This speech is like a retreat. I was destined to be a live talk show broadcaster, and in Toastmasters, I love table topics. I really don't like prepared speeches. I give speeches around the world. I've never written one. I'm not saying it's wrong. I have a mental glitch. I can't memorize. I can't. Not to save my life, not if my life depended on it. So if you have a shortcoming, this is a trip down memory lane, use it to your advantage. Now, going back to my childhood, when I first started school, I applied for kindergarten. I was 5 years old, big German nun, all girls Catholic school. This, what? You know how that all goes. She interviewed me, passed with flying colors, check, 100. Oh, so let's put her in prep, which is the next higher level. And so, ask a lot of questions. I passed prep, check. And she says, let me check if you will pass grade 1. I passed the test for 1st grade. My goodness gracious. I should have known then. That was table topics. That was impromptu speaking. That was what? Spontaneous conversation skills. Someone should have hit me at 5 years old and told me, go to Toastmasters when you turn 18 and you'll be a broadcaster sooner. So that's what you do. When you have kids or grandkids, tell them that. What happened was the benefit of being able to get so many scholarships in my life was not because I was bright. Contrary to every parent's belief that if you study hard, you'll get anything you want and you can get some scholarships. Remember, you can have excellent grades, but you gotta pass that interview. I'm not that bright, but I just think I'm kind of sharp because I aced it in the interview and I beat people who have exactly the same grade as me. I'm not telling you to not study. Let me see a young person here. Aliyah, huh? Okay, you will still study, but you gotta ace those interviews. So you're in the right place. Listen to your Uncle Leon and your Grandma Vivian here. Right. There. Just look at the pattern. I got everything I wanted in my 70-year-old life by conversing with people. And you don't have to be afraid of anything. No one died from giving the wrong answer. Just tell them it's a conversation, not a test. And that's my tip for you. That's also how I ended up being a trainer. I don't like lectures because I can't memorize, remember? So I tell people, this is an interactive, highly experiential training. Again, conversation skills, impromptu, go for table topics. Now, going back to my statement, people don't fear public speaking. They fear being wrong and being rejected. Always tell people, that's my opinion, I could be wrong. Please help me learn. And that humble statement makes people love you. In conclusion, that's what made me move into mental health. I'm a certified mental toughness coach now, certified NLP practitioner, and by Friday, I'll be a certified mental health first aid responder. There's a lot of stress, anxiety, and depression now. I am here for you. Who would have known at 5 years old, I would be doing impromptu speaking, table topic style, just like Toastmasters. So go for it. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. From Manila, good morning. I love you. Mwah.